I mean, for sure, a terrorist attack did happen there in October.
Of course.
But the disproportionate and the complete disproportionality of the Israeli attack on Gaza that wiped out the whole northern part of Gaza was really unwarranted. You know, hospitals, schools, cities, universities, they were all demolished completely. So yes, we're following them very closely, for sure.
Do people here hold the United States responsible for that?
I'm not sure at all that they hold the United States. I mean, some do that, and they capitalize on the very positive and strong alliance between United States and Israel. But realistically speaking, what happened there was really Israeli-based. Clearly, the United States did support that. But we have seen also, even the Biden administration, and even Trump, I'm not sure he was very much happy with what happened there at all. But at the end of the day, what happened did happen. And now we need to see how we can put this behind us and open a new chapter in the Middle East. Clearly, with the Syrian regime neutralized and having a new, I will not say pro-Western regime, but at least not anti-America regime in Syria, with Hamas hopefully demolished completely, and more importantly, Hezbollah being almost neutralized in Lebanon. These are very big pluses. And as an inducement to have a peaceful solution for the Palestinian cause.
Yes.
We are not against LGBTQ, even the plus, whatever the plus means.
What is the plus?
That's the scary part. I would rather not talk about it.
You'd rather not talk about the plus?
I would rather not talk about it. That's very scary.
Yeah,
the plus. LGBTQ understand, but the plus, that's, we can have another interview for that. Let's put this aside.
I'm comfortable with that. Thank you very much. What's the solution to the problem in the Middle East?
Look, the stated official position of Saudi Arabia, which I really support, of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who was announced on your ex-channel Fox.
Yes.
He said publicly that, we are having discussions with Israel to acknowledge each other, but as a quid pro quo, we need a Palestinian state. We need to have the rights of the Palestinians acknowledged, and we need to have Palestine independent and have as its capital city East Jerusalem.
From an outsider's perspective, Saudi Arabia does not have official diplomatic relations with Israel, but it's certainly aligned with Israel against Iran. That's the way it looks from outside. Do you think it's fair to
look at Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Gaza, Yemen, Sudan, all those countries? What's common among them? You have the Iranian infiltration in them. So clearly it's not easy, not difficult at all to be in alliance with any country against Iran, because Iran always plants the seeds of trouble, chaos, and confusion wherever they are.
So that's the view of Israel too, as
yes,
you know.
Exactly.
Right. So you have that big perspective in common with the Israeli government, despite your differences. So there's been progress, I would say, between Saudi Arabia and Israel, but I don't think there's been any progress on the prospect of a Palestinian state.
We are very far, of course, after what happened in Gaza. But I think with the strong leadership from the United States and with the effectiveness that the United States could really have in the West Bank with the Palestinian authorities, if they can have these people being more effective and more dynamic and inject some fluidity and some power and influence in them, they could really be the power to be reckoned with. So where Israel could have to negotiate with the Palestinian Authority, and hopefully that they can have a control over what's happening in Gaza also.
How closely are people in the Arab world following what's happening there?
Oh, for sure. I mean, the Arab world has been following very closely the destruction that happened in Gaza. I mean, for sure, a terrorist attack did happen there in October.
Of course.
But the disproportionate and the complete disproportionality of the Israeli attack on Gaza that wiped out the whole northern part of Gaza was really unwarranted. Hospitals, schools, cities, universities, they were all demolished completely. So